Hello, welcome to part 70 of this Airbnb clone Ruby on Rails series. And in last video, we focused on a bit UI of this rating system in review, and we were able to implement this. Although it is not fully functional, the backend is working along with this. Now we just have to fix a couple of things. First is, if users click 4, we should be able to see 4 stars, right? So for that, we'll go to, yeah, we had already named this rating target star. We tried using it earlier, but it was not working. But we can use it directly actually now. Stars, root element, query selector, and instead of this, we just have to use stars. I think it should be an array, and it should be query selector all console.log stars. Hopefully it works. Inspect console and click, and we were able to get 5 stars. In each and every case we will get 5 stars. That's great, because we need all these 5 stars to manipulate their colors. Okay, so let's do this. So what we'll do is stars dot for each, yes, stars dot for each star. So basically this is the SVG element that we have implemented. This star is equivalent to this SVG element. So if we have this SVG element, we can change its color, right? We have fill color gray for default. So what we will do is, if this star dot data, sorry, this star does have a data rating, right, which is i+1. So we will just catch that first. So using dataset dot rating, and if this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and for example if our rating is 4, so if this is less than rating, yellow, else gray. Okay, star dot class list dot add. What do we want to add? Before add, we'll have to remove this so that there is no, okay, no worries. Remove this and add amber. And for ratings which are higher, so fourth, if the rating value is 3, for 4th and 5th star, it will be remove amber and add gray. And by default, okay, no worries, let's do this. Okay, it is working for 1 less, so I think it should be less than equals to 3, 4, and if we inspect, the value should also be 4. If we go to this input, the value is also 4. 5, 1, and nothing beyond 1 should work. Great. So now we just have to scale this up. We'll get rid of this. How can we scale this up? Now, first of all, it might have been confusing a bit at start, but that confusion was to make this part easier, which is scaling it. Okay, so we have already used these unique names and everything. So now we just have to copy this, change the name, copy this, change the name to check-in, change the name to connection, those kind of things. But what I want to do is, I want to copy this and create a partial for this. Rating item.html.erb. Not this entire thing. because everything, all these ratings are part of this controller only. So I'll just copy this and paste it. Okay, now there is one thing which is cleanliness. I think only cleanliness word is important. So what we can do is we can pass in cleanliness rating everywhere. Even the category can be cleanliness rating. Go to controller, rating category, category rating. Sorry, not rating. And we can get rid of this. Rating category, the value of rating category is cleanliness rating, and we are using cleanliness rating here also and label also. So let's do this. And we need this F also. So what we'll do is render partial. We have used locals earlier, so let's try to use it. So, okay. The path for this rating item is reviews/rating item. So reviews/rating item. Yes. And locals should be F, and it should be F directly, and the other one is category. Yeah, category rating, and that should be I'm just thinking, should it be cleanliness rating only, or should I change this naming a bit? Category rating. I'm just thinking. Let me try this and let's see. Okay. Okay, category rating is defined, right? Category rating, refresh, and we can see category rating is cleanliness rating. Great. So let's use this category rating here. And use it here. And use it here. We can use it here also. Let's get rid of this. Refresh. Inspect. Still working. Great. So now let's do one thing. Let's get rid of this above code and expand this. Accuracy rating, check-in rating, communication rating, location rating, and finally value rating. Okay, let's see. Fingers crossed. We have all these ratings: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, 2, 1, and finally 5. And let's sample full functional rating, and let's submit. Successfully submitted. Rails C review.last, full functional rating 54321 great. Exit. So I'm really happy that it worked out in this way. Just to summarize this fully, in our form we basically created this label which we can avoid. It's just responsible to show that UI, right? This cleanliness rating and those kind of words, and we set the target to a hidden field. This is the final thing that we want. Basically we want to set value which can be 432, whichever user wants, to this hidden field so that it can be submitted to form. So how can we do that? We started with Rails this stimulus controller at the top, this stimulus controller rating, and using that, whenever an SVG gets clicked, either it is a first, second, third, fourth, fifth, whichever SVG it is, let's say if third SVG gets clicked, we call a function in which we get the rating which is 3, we get the category which is cleanliness or value or location, and we get the target also. Now using that target we get all 5 SVGs. Okay, so if we go here, we are getting all 5 SVGs here for that particular root element only. Okay, if we would have not used it correctly, we would have gotten 5, 5, 5, 30 star ratings. So we don't want that. We want it for one specific category only. Now we are, based on the rating that we received, we are manipulating these stars UI, and we are setting rating input value also, which is basically this field value. Okay, so that's how this entire functionality is working. From our HTML ERB, well, we are sending some data to our controller. From controller, we are manipulating our UI, and we are setting that value back, whatever value we want, to our hidden field. That's how this entire circle is working. Now let's try to optimize the UI. Maybe let's get rid of this. Flex justify between. Okay, so this is too much gap at the top. I can Rails, sorry, Tailwind UI. What? Let me check the time. Yeah, it's 30 minutes, so I can work on the UI. Width, max width can be, let's say, 96 or 80. Let's see how it looks. And it looks like this. And on smaller screens also it works. So this is great. Now let's work on the button. We have used button a lot of time. One of the name is reserve. Yes, reserve. So let's get these classes. These are all the button classes, nothing special here. Okay. Refresh, submit review is here, but it's way too long. We don't want that. Let's get rid of this. Submit review. Content. Tailwind UI. Let's go to component input text area. We just want this class, nothing else. refresh, looks a bit better, but let me take this also, which is the label, and let's use that. And refresh, looks better. Go to rating, let's use this here also. But I don't think I'll use block here. Looks better. Anything else should I worry about? Maybe keep the width of this also a bit less. And before going into that, yeah, in this data controller, what I'll do is grid grid calls to doesn't look that great. You can work on the UI. I won't do much in this. Let's just finalize this quickly. Let's make this content also. Let's make all of these as max. Yes, something like this. That's it from my side on this. Maybe flex item center, not sure. Doesn't work. No worries. So now let's add one final rating from our side. We haven't used one rating in all of these, right? Lowest rating. So let's do that. We can make cursor pointer also. Submit rails C review dot last 1 and the average is 1. Great. Exit. Clear. I want to make one more change. What was that? What was the change that I was thinking of? Cursor pointer. On button also we want cursor pointer. Refresh. Yeah, cursor pointer, it's working. Basically the mouse pointer needs to change, right? So for these SVGs also I'll do that. Rating done, and looks a bit better. Do we need margin in this? M1. Nope. It's fine. I don't think we need this. Okay, that's it for my side. Please subscribe to these videos. I think we have done some great work here. 2.72. Let me do one thing. It is showing 15 reviews. We just added. Okay, I think there was some error adding the latest rating. Let's do this again. Sample. It was successful. let's go to second property and 16 reviews. Now it's working. I was thinking like it's not increasing the reviews. That's what I thought, but it is working correctly. The counter cache and everything is working correctly. So that's it. Thanks a lot. In next videos, we will start working on the. We'll update this button also, because now we don't want to add a review all the time. Okay. So we'll see what we have to do here, and we'll go to profiles eventually. Thank you. Bye bye.